Hey guys, Marslingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so this is being recorded on the stream from this morning. We've went ahead and done BARDOCK's EZA, so he's fully Extreme Z awakened now. SA 25, he greatly raises attack and defense in one turn on his 12 key, lowers the enemy's defense greatly, and then his 18 key is raises defense in one turn, mega colossal damage and seals. And then his passive is now 100% attack and defense, an additional attack 20% at the start of each turn up to 60, and then an additional, well it's 59 but it's basically 60, an additional attack 40% when performing an ultra super. So once that first part of his passive there is built up and you're ultra supering, he's getting an extra 100% attack. He gets key 6 when facing one enemy, key 4 an extra 70% defense when there's 2 or more enemies, and then he gets 12 key, attack 100% and a guaranteed crit once only when there is an enemy freezer. So pretty good. I rearranged his abilities here. I actually did have a couple of spare Bardocks. I don't have great skill orbs, but I've given him a good mix here. 14 additional 15 crit, because obviously the best turn for him really is going to be doing his 18 key super and then additionaling into the 12 key, because then he raises defense and then greatly raises defense. So we're taking him into the GT Goku event to try him out here. We're using a Space Traveling Warriors team. He actually links up really, really well with the GT Trio. So we're going to see how it goes. And we have him on the first turn. GT Trio is in slot 7, so we'll have them on the next rotation. So we're going to go ahead and leave B-Pan in slot 1 here, because Bardock is obviously not designed to be a slot 1 unit because of raising defense on super and everything. So he has Saiyan Lineage, Shattering the Limit and Legendary Power with B-Pan. He's getting support from Bojack, obviously, who supports Space Traveling Warriors. He has 166k defense before super. So on his 18 key super, he raises his defense by 30%. So this defense is going to go up to, what, like 210, 215, something like that, which is pretty decent. So let's go ahead and see what we can get out of him here on this first turn. So B-Pan should tank everything here in slot 1. Her getting supered is perfectly fine, because then she's going to attack and give us a decent heal. So 57k, she probably heals back all of that damage. So let's see what she does here. Yeah, I think that's basically a full heal. Yep. Oh, and she double supered as well. So 5.8 million. Pretty good. That was like close to the highest attack stat we managed to get to for him before his EZA. But that was with like a support unit and all of his links active. So, because you got to remember, he has attack links like Saiyan Pride, which is a really good attack link. He's got some very decent links. So I've also brought this Vegeta because he has Saiyan Pride, which is one of the links that Bardock doesn't share with the GT Trio. So if this guy's floating around in the 3rd spot, then obviously he's going to be able to provide that link to Bardock as well. So we'll see how it goes. The only problem, I think, with running the rotation of Bardock and the GT Trio is neither of them are really designed to be in slot 1. So we'll have to see how those rotations play out. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, so big crit from Bojack, and we finish off the first stage here. Now we have our rotation set up the way we want it, and we have B-Pan. This is actually a perfect turn as well, because there's no attacks in slot 1. So with the GT Trio, look at that. We have Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Shattering the Limit, Prepared for Battle and Legendary Power. So we're only missing out on Team Bardock and Saiyan Pride. So we can't get Team Bardock from anyone on this team, but when we have the Gallic Gun Vegeta in slot 3, we'll be able to put Bardock in the middle and get that Saiyan Pride link to activate, so that's really good. And obviously him getting the extra key from facing one enemy means it's not super difficult to super attack with him, and he's at 151k defense. So obviously we've got no support unit on the rotation this time, which is the major difference here. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then do this. Now, in the harder content like this, like when we start getting a little bit further into the event, I think it's probably worth going for his 12 key super, so that you get the greatly raises defense guarantee. And then if you do double super, then obviously you're greatly raising your defense twice. But you can see there, even after one 18 key super, he's only taking double digit damage from this Goku, so that's pretty good. No crit from the GT trio, unfortunately, so that means not a lot of damage to them, thanks to the type disadvantage. Alright, B-Pan. I mean, B-Pan's got type advantage and damage reduction, and she's taking more damage than Bardock, so that is pretty good. I think the friend Bojack has more dupes than mine, so let's put him in slot 1. We might as well transform one of the Bojacks, actually. So, but yeah, now Bardock is definitely good. From looking at what he does, obviously on Global we don't have the EZAs for Gohan and Majin Vegeta yet, but from what I've seen, people's reactions, watching the videos of those two units and stuff, I would say Bardock is probably better than both Gohan and Majin Vegeta. Obviously, he's not on like LR Broly level. I think they might have realised that maybe they made a mistake with STR Broly's EZA, and so they're not going to do one that's quite that crazy for a little bit. But I definitely think Bardock is good. So, alright, so now we have Vegeta here. The only problem is the GT trio have really, really bad defense until they super. So putting them in slot 1 on this turn is probably a really bad idea. We could put Vegeta in slot 1, but again, he gets all of his defense on super. So this rotation is actually not great in terms of getting the defense on super and everything. So we miss out on Saiyan Lineage and Legendary Power, but we pick up Saiyan Pride if we do it this way. So I think we'll just do this. We'll probably get a rotation later on where we can have Bardock in the middle. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then we'll just grab these for Vegeta. I mean, we're still on full health. This team has, what, 584,000 HP? So this will deal damage because he lowers defense on super. So yeah, 200k. Not much you could do about that, unfortunately. But 6.5. That's something you definitely need to think about when team building with a lot of these units. Like this rotation is a really good example. The fact that we have all units that none of them are really good in slot 1. So then when that happens and you get super attacked in slot 1, that's, you know, you're in the process of taking quite a bit of damage when that happens. So, but we should be okay. Obviously, having B-Pan on the team gives us a little bit of a way to recover HP. Vegeta obviously needs to build up over time as well, so having him as an off-rotation unit is not necessarily the best way to go. But we can make this work here. So Bojack in slot 1. He will take decent damage from a super attack, but otherwise he'll be pretty strong here. And then B-Pan on the end. Get her, I say 18 key super, but it's not really her ultra super. I mean, Bojack tanking double digits from normal attacks, despite having type disadvantage. It's pretty good. My Bojack only has 1 dupe. I think the friend was either 2 or 3. But Bojack does, of course, infinitely stack attack as well once he's transformed. So the earlier he transforms, and then the more super attacks he gets off, obviously the better he's going to be. Of course we get super attacked, because LR Bojack was going to finish him off here as well. So, of course we get supered for like 300k. I kind of wish the LR wasn't going to finish him off now, so B-Pan could get us a heal, but it is what it is. So we might have to use an item here. Yeah, of course we got hit with that. We had to get hit with a type disadvantage super, didn't we? Of course we did. So we got Bojack active with his support here. 175k defense. That's pretty good. We're going to be getting a super fairly soon. Dokkan attack, I should say. So, is LR Bardock top 10 or not? I don't know. Probably not. It's hard to say. See, I really don't want to heal, but I feel like we probably have to here, which is a little bit annoying. I usually don't like to use an item until we get to the Ozaru phase, but we'll go ahead and do that. Get the damage reduction. We didn't get supered in slot 1. Hey, 59 damage. Shout out to 59 Gaming. 7.2 million on this turn. So that's without Saiyan Pride active, which is one of his better attack links. And then with the support from Bojack, that's pretty good. We got the additional, but sadly only a normal attack. Additional super there would have been really nice. Watch the GT trio be the ones to get a super here now as well. I swear every time I run this event now, it just knows where to super attack me. Because obviously BoJack in the last slot, him taking a super would be fine. Ooh, there we go. I willed it into existence. The game was like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it now just to spite you. But secretly, that was my plan all along. Double super from BoJack. He raises defense pre-transformation on super, so this is actually really good. Is he even going to super me this turn? No. Okay. Alright, well, this is a perfect turn to have our boy in the first slot here. Let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll just grab this. Save these int orbs here ready. It's 200k defense pre-super and an average attack stat of over 6 million top 10. Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know, it's tough. I don't normally try and think about like who the top 10 units are in the game. Like, I don't have a top 10 ranking already. Normally I think about like, I split all the units into like LRs, TURs, EZAs, stuff like that. So if I was thinking about an overall top 10, I don't know if he would be in there. Because you've got like the 2 new Dokkan Fest LRs, the Frieza and Goku. You've got Broly. You've got the 2 LRs from the anniversary. Like, those 5 are easily in the top 10. BARDOCK is not better than any of them, for sure. So, would he be in the top 10? Probably not. Alright, Vegeta's going to finish off. He reaches 200k defense pre-super if he has all of his links active. Yeah, and then if you're getting his 12 key super and greatly raising defense, that's going to put him up close to like 300k defense. So, that is pretty good. In fact, what we could do here, let us go ahead and do... we're going to get the Dokkan attack, aren't we? Alright, let's try this. I'm going to use Whis just in case, but... I'm going to use B-Pan's active skill. And we'll go ahead and Whis here. And then let's grab these for you. So full 24 key super Dokkan attack for LR BARDOCK here. So hopefully we crit, because it'd be very disappointing if we don't. But
time to get serious.
Alright, let's see. He's got an almost 9 million attack stat with the B-Pan active skill. That is pretty good. So if he crits... Because, yeah, the problem is he's really good if you link him up with Team BARDOCK, but Team BARDOCK is a really bad unit. Like, you wouldn't bring them into the GT Legendary Goku event. So, hopefully we get the crit here. We've basically got a 9 million attack stat. No crit, but we still did nearly 6 million damage, which is pretty decent. And then, obviously, tanking for double digits. I mean, we got the Whis active. We got very good defense. Very unfortunate that we didn't get the crit. I think my GT trio have 2 dupes, I want to say. B-Pan's going to get us a nice little top-up heal here, and then the Dokkan attack heal is obviously going to basically put us to full HP. So, double digits, let's go. Yeah, 8.99 million attack stat. So basically he had a 9 million attack stat. That's pretty good. So we'll do this so that STR BoJack, by being in the middle, gets Fierce Battle off of the other BoJack. So all of his links are active. All of his links are active except for Legendary Power and Shattering the Limit. So very strong rotation here. Whis is still active, so we shouldn't really take any damage this turn. LR BoJack is still good. I will still say that to this day. He's not top tier anymore, but he's still good. When he gets his EZA, this rotation right here, where you have him linked up with transforming BoJack and then have the untransformed BoJack in slot 3. When the LR BoJack gets his EZA, he is going to be nuts on this rotation. So I am very much looking forward to that. And obviously BARDOCK is the first LR from that meta that has now gotten an EZA. So who knows? The only problem is they normally do these EZAs like quote unquote out of order when they're somehow themed to like the celebration. And I don't know when like we'd ever get another BARDOCK, another BoJack like themed celebration. So, oh, this is such a horrible turn. If I don't use another item here and we get supered, regardless of who I put in slot 1 out of these 2, we're gonna die. So, pretty awkward. Bardock does have more defense, but he does have type disadvantage. So, I mean, I guess we're going to see. If the Great Ape supers me in slot 1, then we probably just die. But yeah, 100k, that is rough. But we didn't get supered, so 6.7. Can we finish him off here? Oh, no crit. Then we drop down to 59k. That's still not great. I mean, it is type disadvantage. This is what I said earlier about team building, is the fact that we have this rotation where nobody is really good in slot 1. Definitely hurt us on this turn. So maybe I should have thought a little bit more carefully about this team building. I just really wanted to run him with the GT trio because they link up really well. But yeah, pretty awkward. So let us go ahead and we'll do it this way so we get the links for BPAN. We'll do this. Yeah, that was definitely a pretty rough turn. So, but I mean, there you go. Like, Bardock is not designed to be in slot 1. He's definitely not designed to be in slot 1 against the type disadvantage Golden Ozaru. So, and Goku gonna super me in slot 1. At least we have the item active. We have some healing from BPAN at the end of the turn. So, the only problem with BPAN, once you get to these later stages, is she doesn't really do a lot of damage. And obviously her healing is based on the damage that she does. So, if you're not doing a lot of damage, you're not getting a lot of healing, obviously. So, however, this phase, now that we're up against the Int Goku, this is where Bardock should come in a little bit more clutch for us with the type advantage. So, we'll see what we can get out of him in slot 1 on this rotation, at least. Decent crit from the LR Bojack. We'll have to see that. And then we're still on like 400k HP, so we still got pretty decent HP. Yeah, I would love it if the if they'd made it so that, because he greatly raises for 1 turn on his 12 key, if they'd made his 18 key infinitely stacked defense, like, he would be so much better, like, by a pretty considerable margin. So with support in slot 1, he has 175k defense. Not the worst, pretty decent, I guess. And we do have type advantage, so we should be all good here. Basically back up to full HP again. So yeah, he's taking double digits from full power, from normal Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then a 7.2 million attack stat. It's pretty good, but yeah, exactly. Any physical unit against the STR Great Ape is not going to be the best in the world. We got the additional. So how much is this going to do? We raised our defense on the 18 key super. 65k. That's not bad. So if we'd gotten the 12 key super, that probably would have been about 40 to 50. So if we'd gotten the additional, we'd have been looking really good. Maybe even double digit damage from that super. So you definitely want to give Bardock as much additional as you can with whatever skill orbs and dupes that you have. Because double supering, we unfortunately still have not had a double super turn in this run. But double supering is definitely the way to go when it comes to how to have the optimal defense for Bardock. So do this, grab all of these for you, and then this for you. So looking pretty decent. Bardock is maybe top 20. Maybe, it's hard to say, but like I think his EZA is good. Not great. I'd say very good, but yeah, not great. Would I say great? Is that the same as very good? I don't know. But yeah, I think he's better than Majin Vegeta and Gohan. Probably not better than Broly. Or, well, definitely not better than Broly. Probably not better than Goku and Frieza. Goku and Frieza are quite limited with the teams that you can run them on. But then so is Bardock, kind of. JP is going to have a bit more of a fun option for Bardock. Because obviously, with the STR Super Vegeta, you now have a much stronger way of running the Pure Saiyans team. So I do think that that would actually be super beneficial. See, I kind of want to do this just to get a bunch of healing for free, but I don't really want to float off the GT trio when we're just about to go into the tech phase. So unfortunately, it means we're not going to get any free healing off of BPAN, but Is what it is. So let's see what we do here. I mean, we're going to finish him off with this one. No support, he still hits a pretty reasonable attack. And remember, Goku does have pretty decent defense, so we are still doing a reasonable amount of damage as well. But here we are in the final stage. So I think this is probably, because we don't have any more healing items, this is probably a good turn to use the Whis. Because we'll have B-Pan. We're not going to have B-Pan back for a couple of turns. So because yeah, either of the Bojacks, either of the STR Bojacks getting supered this turn, we would take a lot of damage. So I think we want to go ahead and use our Whis here. We got all those int orbs because now we can put the GT trio in slot 1. Because even though their defense isn't great, at least they have type advantage. I guess it depends how many attacks there are in slot 1, because their defense really isn't good before they attack. It's under 100k, so definitely not great, but glad to see him at least somewhat useful now. Yeah, exactly. Like, he definitely has his uses. He fits on some fun teams. Because obviously that new Super Vegeta from JP that we don't have yet on Global, he has Saiyan Pride. So that is another strong link to get active for Bardock on that team. Is this the LR or the STR one getting supered? I didn't actually see. If it's the LR, we take double digits with the Whis. No, of course it wasn't. Why would it be? Yeah, we'd have taken double digit damage if it was the LR. So of course it wasn't the LR. But yeah, so he's going to be really good on that Pure Saiyans team led by the Super Vegeta. I'm really looking forward to like seeing how that plays out. With a Whis active, so they have 56k. That's so bad. But they do have type advantage. I'm going to put them in slot 1 because I want to see, we're finally going to have this rotation where we have Saiyan Pride active for Bardock. So we have every link except for Team Bardock active. So we still have the Whis active, so we should be okay here. Yeah, 16k. That's not terrible. And then they're at a 3.2. I think I have 2 dupes for them. I haven't link leveled them though, unfortunately. Because obviously they benefit from the fact that they're sharing all these links with Bardock. But their links are not leveled. So 7.7. And that's without a support unit on the rotation. Every link active except for Team Bardock. So that is pretty good. Can we finally... I was going to say, can we finally get the double super turn? But we do not. And then this Vegeta with the Whis active, he should tank perfectly fine here as well. Yeah, double digit damage. I don't know how well he would tank a super though. Alright, we didn't get supered. Good, good. I think we have to put the int Bojack in slot 1 here just in case. Or I could put B-Pan. I could do this. Get a bit of healing straight off the bat and then get the 18 key super with you. Oh, it means this Bojack's only taken 1 super. Because we're getting close to the end. So I think we could possibly clutch it out. Because we don't have any items left. But... no, he dodged! He dodged! We need to deal damage to heal. You son of a... we might actually die now. 237. Oof. Well... really? Well, that was some unfortunate RNG. I think this Bojack probably tanks for double digits from that normal attack, but we very easily could die to this final attack here on the turn. But that would have been a crit, and he dodged. Wow. Yeah, okay, he took double digit damage. Yeah, so... so we know that they're going to take like 10k. So... if he doesn't super in slot 1, Bardock can tank this. But if he supers, we die. So we could clutch this out here if Bardock doesn't get supered. And then Bardock comes in with like a big crit or something. But we could very easily die here. Don't super me. Okay, didn't super me. Come on, Bardock. Let's go. 7.5 million attack stat. Can we do it here? Bring us home the crit. Can this be the turn where we additional super? Alright, no crit. No additional super. So GT Trio, I don't think they can finish him off. Can they? Maybe if they crit? This is going to come right down to the wire as I bash my microphone. Oh my god. Alright, well I think Bojack just dies, because Bojack can't finish him off here. Maybe if he double supers, but I don't think he can tank Goku's attacks. No. Well, there you go. Interesting team build. I think Bardock did pretty well. Pretty good showing. We got very unfortunate at the end there, so I'm keeping this in the video because I think Bardock did pretty well. We just got very unfortunate with the RNG towards the end. The GT Goku event, like, surprise hitting you with 300k supers when you can only bring 2 items, I think is pretty awkward. But, I mean, LR Bardock certainly did not fail. LR Bardock did very well. Unfortunately, that turn where we didn't really have a good unit to put in slot 1 against the Ozaru was obviously a pretty bad turning point. Bardock having to take 100k from the normal attacks. So I think you definitely need to think about, like, having a much better unit in slot 1. But overall, I would say LR Bardock is still very good. You guys, we saw he hit like a 9 million attack stat with the B-Pan active skill, which is very strong. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think of him down below. He's obviously usable in the harder content now. You just have to be a bit smarter with your team building. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.